It is time for another installment of my classic pay-per-view reviews. Remember, guys, comment down below the pay-per-view you guys want to see me review next time. And not only that, thumbs up the same pay-per-view if you have the same interest. But anyways, let's get started with this classic pay-per-view review. This week, it's Wrestlemania 17, live from the Astrodome. Rest in peace, Astrodome. But enough talk about the Astrodome. Let's go talk about this card. WrestleMania 17 was in Texas. And the main event of the evening was a Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Rock for the WWF Championship. A lot of people love WrestleMania 17. Am I one of those people? Let's find out. So let's get started with the first match on the card, which featured Chris Jericho versus William Regal for the IC title. This was nothing more than a standard match, and I expected a lot more from these two. Especially when you see a name like Chris Jericho and William Regal, you expect a really good match. But this was a standard match, nothing too solid. It was just an opener. It wasn't like anything too mind-blowing. There were some cool spots between Jericho and Regal, but nothing really too big to write home about. Next up, we got a gimmick, corny, funny match between, well, it's not really a gimmick match, but it's corny. APA and Taz versus Right to Center, which featured the Good Father, aka the Godfather, B Squared, aka Bull Buchanan, and Val Venus. And Stevie Richards was manager. This match was short, quick, worthless, should not have been on the pay-per-view, but hey, whatever. Got these guys some TV time. And Bradshaw got a good pop, so I guess that's good. JBL fucked the world, and moving right along. Oh yeah, APA and Taz won, if you guys did not know. Next up, we got a triple threat match for the Hardcore Championship. I know, the Hardcore Championship. Surprisingly enough, this title did not change hands later in the night. It was featuring Raven versus Kane versus The Big Show. This match was crazy throughout. The whole match, Raven started off with the bang, bringing it in his garbage can full of fucking weapons, and then start beating the shit out of Big Show and Kane. A lot of cool backstage segments going around here. You know, fucking Kane throwing Big Show into that steel cage right there. Raven, I think, got on a golf cart, and it all ended when Kane, like, chokeslammed Raven through the stage. It was like 1, 2, fucking 3, and Kane became your new Hardcore Champion. And if you ask me, Chase, who did he lose it to? I could not tell you, because that fucking Hardcore title got passed around more than Kim Kardashian's ass, more than the WWE title in 2011, and hell, more than Lamar Odom getting traded back and forth. I went there. But anyways, let's move on with our lives and talk about the European Championship. Rest in peace to both Eddie Guerrero and Test before I talk about this match. Very sad that we lost both you guys. Great talents. Quick thoughts on Test. Wasn't really huge on Test. Did like his haircut though. That's all I can really say. And that Punisher gimmick in TNA didn't work. But rest in peace, Test. And Eddie, I already explained how much I love Eddie Guerrero and my top 10 favorite wrestlers of all time, an old video I did a while back on my channel. Go check that out if you haven't. But moving right along, let's talk about this European title match. Test was the champion at the time. This was a test for Eddie Guerrero, no pun intended, and Eddie Guerrero cheated his way to the European Championship. And that's all you can say. This match was standard at best. It's like, why do you put a title match that's going to be standard? I don't want a title match that's standard. I want a title match that actually means something. I don't care if it's third tier, second tier, first tier belts. I want title matches that matter. But we did get that with the Hardcore title, even though the Hardcore title is pretty much a hot potato belt. But let's move on. Now, pretty much WrestleMania 17 is known for a lot of good matches. This is one of them. Chris Benoit versus Kurt Angle. The opening segment beforehand was hilarious with Kurt Angle watching the SmackDown tape. He was just all serious. He was like, I'm fucking Kurt Angle. I'm about to kill someone. And he was just like looking at the screen and watching him chop the fuck out to Benoit on SmackDown. And then Edge and Christian come along, and Edge and Christian are just being trolls at this point. They're aligned with Angle. And then Angle's just all damn serious. He is pissed off. And he asked them, if I tapped out when there was no official and it was not a legalized match, it doesn't mean I tapped out. And then Edge and Christian are just like, what the fuck is he on? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, Kurt, you didn't tap out. And then Kurt's like, good, now get the fuck out. And we got the next match between Chris Benoit and Kurt Angle. You know, if you're a technical wrestling fan, this is a match for you. Is this the best Kurt Angle and Benoit match? Nah, no, not really. This match is not the best Kurt Angle-Benoit match. I would put their steel cage match on Raw they had that one night, and their Royal Rumble 3 over this match. But this was a really good match between the two. Very fun technically. It If you guys haven't checked it out yet, definitely check it out, especially if you're a huge technical wrestling fan. Really show what these two guys can do in the ring. But like I said, not the best match between the two. And that finish is a mixed reaction finish. A lot of people get mixed reactions about it. To be honest, I was fine with the finish of Kurt Angle getting the roll up. Neither man had to tap out. Neither man got pinned cleanly. Kurt Angle basically used his wits to beat Chris Benoit. Fine with that. Benoit made Angle tap out at the backstage segment after the match, after Kurt was acting like he fucking won like the Super Bowl or something. So I'm fine with that. Let's move on. Next up, it's the women's title. Chyna basically squashes Ivory pretty much. Well, Ivory gets some offense in, but not really too much. Chyna wins. Let's move on. Now, personally, my favorite match of the night, Shane McMahon versus Vince Kennedy McMahon. Oh, baby. And then Vince said he is going to rule the wrestling world by purchasing WCW. And then Shane came out like all money status. He's like, no, Vince, I actually bought WCW. And then, you know, this feud was going on since like fucking January when Linda was comatized and all that other bullshit. And Vince was fucking around with Trish Stratus. And who wouldn't fuck around with Trish Stratus? Let's be real here, guys. But anyways, was this match good? And it was awesome. It was fucking awesome. This is my favorite match on the damn card. Mick Foley, a special guest referee. A lot of cool, wacky run-ins with Stephanie McMahon and fucking Vince. And it was just crazy. And then the craziest part of the match happened. The best part of the match. My favorite damn part of this whole damn card. Yes, that is my favorite part of the whole damn card. When Linda McMahon's sitting on that goddamn chair, she's just sitting there all innocent. Vince is screaming in her goddamn face, and then Linda just rises up, and I'm like, oh shit. And kicks Vince in the balls. I love when the crowd reacts. I mark out still to this day when I see Linda rise up. It's one of my favorite WrestleMania moments, and I'm glad Linda did that. That was just the most awesome thing I've seen. Like, seriously, that was so awesome as a little kid. Especially what happened later on in the night, which I'll get to. You know, but we will talk about that later. Let's talk about that TLC 2 everyone loves, featuring the Raw Tag Team Champions, Dudley Boys, facing off against the Hardy Boys, and Edge and Christian. Edge and Christian pretty much win again. This TLC match was pretty dang good, but the thing is, I don't think it's the best TLC match. I think people overrate this one a little bit. The thing I don't like about this TLC match is all those stupid run-ins. I don't care about Spike Dudley coming in. I don't care about Lita coming in. And I sure as hell don't give a shit about Rhino. So why the fuck are they coming into this match? Why don't these 6 warriors fucking just do it on their own? We did get some cool spots. Of course, a memorable spot that... It's not one of my favorite WrestleMania moments, but it's definitely a memorable moment nonetheless. When Edge speared Jeff Hardy, when Jeff Hardy was fucking dangling. He was dangling for the titles. And when Edge speared Jeff Hardy, I thought Jeff Hardy, especially when I was a little kid watching this, and even to this day, it's like, damn, Jeff Hardy looks like he's dead. I thought Jeff Hardy was dead until he did the swanton on Rhino and Spike Dudley on the outside. But, dude, you know, this match is still a really good ladder match. But me personally, the best match between these guys, I think, is a triangle ladder match. That was the originator to the TLC. Not only that, it had these guys doing their shit on their own. We didn't need Rhino to come in and ruin this match. We didn't need Spike Dudley to get the cheap pop. And we damn sure didn't need Lita to get the cheap pop in that past match. Pretty much, we got a damn good match right here at WrestleMania 16. This match is pretty dang good, but I don't think it's the best out of these encounters. What was your favorite? The TLC 1, TLC 2, or the Triangle Ladder match? Please post down below. But next up, we got a Legends Battle Royal. This is skippable. Unless you're... Okay, the Legends Battle Royal is not skippable, but it's nothing really too much to write home about. You get to see that Sheiky baby, Iron Sheik. That's always cool. Gilbert comes back. Hillbilly Jim is there and all these other legends. And it's cool to see, especially if you're like an 80s fan. But for me, as a little kid, I wasn't really too excited for it. It's cool to see it now, especially older, and I understand shit more. But it's just like this Legends Battle Royale. It just didn't feel legendary, if you get what I'm saying. It just kind of felt, alright, that's cool. You know, it was cool to watch. Iron Sheik wins. Let's move on. Next up, we have the Gamer. Triple H against The Undertaker. And this time it wasn't for the streak. This time it wasn't the match that we're supposed to forget. This was just a regular singles match. A lot of people have misconceptions about this match. A lot of people say, oh yeah, this was a no-holds-barred match. No, this was a hardcore match. No, this match was just a singles match. The reason why many people think it's like a no-holds-barred match is because these guys brawled it out throughout the whole arena. But the thing was, because Undertaker took out the referee so many goddamn times. I remember that this was the funniest part. I think Taker hit the chokeslam on Triple H. He was going for the cover, and the ref didn't count the 3. And Taker was pissed. He was like, no 3 count. And he just kind of looked at the ref, and the ref's already down. And Taker just elbow drops him, and I started fucking laughing my ass off. But other than that, you know, Undertaker pretty much and Triple H pretty much put on a really good match here. This is an underrated match on this card. I think a lot of people, when they talk about this card, TLC 2 and the main event get talked about more than this match. A lot of people do like this match. I like this match. It's not my favorite match on the card. As I said before, I think Shane McMahon and Vince McMahon is one of the best matches on the card and is personally my favorite. But this is a second close, and especially what happened in the main event. So, really, to be honest, Undertaker and Triple H was fucking awesome. Very good match between these two. And, yeah, that's all I really got to say about it. Oh, yeah, and I actually thought Triple H was going to win when he hit the sledgehammer on Undertaker when he was going for the last ride. I literally thought that was like the last moment. I was like, oh god, Triple H is gonna win. And I was a little Triple H mark back in the day, so I was a bit gonna be excited no matter what. And then we got the main event. Looking at Stone Cold getting ready for the match, looking himself in the mirror, seeing if he can have one last glimpse of glory and hold that WWF Championship one more time. And then we get The Rock warming up, not throwing water on himself like he does nowadays. I don't know what you're doing there, Rocky, but just warming up, getting ready to show a good video package. Austin comes out, the hometown crowd is going wild. Rock comes out, mixed reactions. It's just deafening. Rock and Austin 2 at WrestleMania. Man, what a match. This match is going good. Rock bottom kickouts, Stone Cold stunner kickouts. Oh my god, this match is going to be the best match we've seen in a long time. Oh, what the fuck? Vince McMahon? Oh my god, is the corporate coming back? Is the Rock and the corporate coming back? Yes, yeah. Stone Cold, what are you? Stone Cold. Oh my god! Stone Cold! And then my childhood just got crushed by Vincent Kennedy McMahon and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold pretty much said, fuck you, Chase. Bam! And probably said fuck you to many little kids who loved Stone Cold by signing the deal with the goddamn devil himself. The ending is fucking bullshit. I hate this ending. Not only because it crushed my childhood, it made no damn sense. How in the fuck am I supposed to believe, after all the shit Stone Cold and Vince have been going through, it's like, oh, we're best friends. I mean, seriously, that's like all of a sudden, this Brock Lesnar and Triple H bullshit we're getting nowadays, that like one day Triple H just starts getting beat up and Brock Lesnar comes out, saves Triple H and shakes his hands like, oh, we're friends. I mean, like last year, for example, with CM Punk and Triple H, oh, they hated each other. Oh no, it's the awesome truth. We're friends now. It's like, what the fuck is this shit? What? That makes no fucking sense. It made no sense. It crushed my childhood. It made me hate Stone Cold. Stone Cold, my favorite wrestler. He was going to be known as my favorite wrestler the whole time. My channel would be probably called Stone Cold Chase Oliver. I did this in class. I didn't even know what the fuck it meant in second grade because of Stone Cold Steve Austin. I would grab Coca-Cola cans, Dr. Pepper cans, you name it, splash them together, go like this, because Stone Cold did it. After when he turned heel, I said, fuck that shit. This ending makes no sense. Stone Cold wins the WWF title, and he even says it himself in the goddamn DVD. I wish I never turned heel. Because everyone's like, oh, well, it was something we're not expecting. Dude, this card was cool as fuck, and then all of a sudden, you just take a shit in your fan's mouth and you leave a sour taste. This is not even a Sour Patch Kid. This is not even Sour Patch Gummy Kid shit. You know, first they're sour, now they're sweet. That's not what it was. It was just sour all the way out, and we got Stone Cold playing a ukulele. I mean, fucking awesome heel run. I mean, I was always a Rock fan, but I never thought I would see the day where I would cheer The Rock over Stone Cold at Survivor Series '01. That's for sure. Just saying. I never thought I would see the day. I always thought I would be cheering for Stone Cold Steve Austin, but the ending just pisses me the fuck off. I'm sorry about that, but overall, WrestleMania 17, what are my thoughts? Besides a couple of matches that are just like, what the fuck, and that are just standard as hell, especially for title matches, this card is pretty damn good. You got a good TLC match, you got a good street fight, you got a good singles match, I mean, actually, two good single matches. You have a championship match that was good until the fucking ending. And pretty much WrestleMania 17, it holds up to its standards of why everyone likes it, because it's a card that is just like, so fun to watch. It's like, yeah, there's some matches where it's like, I'll hit the skip button for this. But other than that, it's just like, not a lot of stuff to skip on this card. A lot of stuff do continue on or finish here at WrestleMania, like the Benoit Angle feud continues on. Undertaker and Triple H finished up, just for example's sakes. But yeah, I like WrestleMania 17. The ending kind of crushes it for me though. But it's an overall A- pay-per-view. It's one of those once-in-a-while pay-per-views that just blow your mind, and it lives up to that example. Thank you all for watching. This is Chase Oliver 68. I hope you guys enjoy your day. Check out Silva vs. Sonnen 2 this Saturday. Brandon Roy to the Timberwolves. I'm goddamn excited about that. And I'll see you all later.